Thank you for watching the Fitness Feuds channel. Please watch the ads and share this video if you support this channel.
Did I do this? And did I do this to myself based on what I used, what I've done? You know, if I piss in the bed and I gotta sleep in it, did I do this? Did I do this?
A disclaimer from Flex Wheeler. Any and all interviews or articles relating to my medical condition, procedures, and/or current status is speculation and unauthorized. Speculation is running rampant in this case, but it's not hard to believe why. It's not every day that we hear about an elite-level athlete losing a leg because of poor circulation. Vascularity, a stronger heart, and increased circulation are just some of the benefits of regular exercise. Trained muscles not only need more blood, but grow more blood vessels. Exercises such as squats and even walking increase circulation. An athlete that has mastered these movements now loses his leg? Why? According to retired professional bodybuilder Dennis "The Menace" James. As many of you know, Flex Wheeler recently underwent surgery to amputate his lower leg. After nearly a year and multiple surgeries, attempting to save his leg from recurring blood clots, caused by a deterioration of a 15-year-old vein graft from kidney surgery, there was nothing else that could be done. Between the surgeries and lengthy hospital stays, Flex has been unable to travel for work these past many months, and is now faced with insurmountable medical bills. We know that Flex had a below-the-knee amputation, or BKA. This procedure involves removing the foot, ankle joint, and distal tibia and fibula, then creating a stump closure, which works well with prosthetics. An amputation oscillating bone saw is used for this procedure. Unlike a traditional saw, this type of instrument cuts cleanly through the bone, without damaging surrounding tissue. Notice the difference compared to Civil War bone saws, that were designed to cut as much tissue as possible in the shortest amount of time. From what Dennis James said, we can assume that Flex had a vein cut from his leg, and used as a graft to attach his kidney to the main artery, the aorta. We are guessing that the surgeons used the saphenous vein in Flex's lower right leg. Dennis James said this vein deteriorated, causing blood clots to form in the leg, resulting in an amputation. Although this theory seems unlikely, saphenous vein grafts have failed in the past in coronary bypass surgeries. In an article published in the American Heart Journal, saphenous veins have failed after the 10-year mark when used in coronary artery bypass surgery. Failure can be represented by a closure, or occlusion of the vein, which can slow down blood flow and cause clotting. According to Flex Wheeler's friend and bodybuilder, Sean Ray, he states, "It has a lot more to do with his circulatory vascular system than it does to do with just his lower extremities. He'd been in excruciating pain for a long time, even back before he made his infamous comeback 2 years ago. So with that being a consistent problem, and with him operating with one kidney already, it got to a point where earlier this year, he was hospitalized for 3 months, put into an induced coma, while they went in there and did some exploratory vein realignment type work to solve the problem that way. If we take what Sean Ray has said to be true, it sounds a lot like Flex Wheeler had a form of critical limb ischemia, which is a severe blockage of the arteries in the lower extremities. This condition reduces blood flow and can cause blood clots and wounds that don't heal. CLI is a form or peripheral artery disease caused by the hardening and narrowing of the arteries due to plaque buildup. CLI causes extreme pain and can even lead to amputation when the circulation is no longer able to keep the lower extremities alive. Ulcers and blackened toes are often an indication of the disease. According to one study from the Vascular Disease Management Journal, up to 40% of patients with CLI end up with lower limb amputation. Up to 180,000 amputations are performed every year in the United States. If you take a look at Flex's legs in 2017, it looks like there is some fluid retention in his right leg. This would be common for an ischemic leg with circulation problems. Also look at Flex Wheeler's calves during his prime. Without enough blood flow, the muscles will atrophy. Not everyone is convinced that Flex's medical condition was from genetics alone. Some bloggers have suggested that his use of site enhancement chemicals in the past might have something to do with his current condition. Listen to Flex talk to Generation Iron about the 1990s and the use of site enhancement chemicals like Synthol.
The thing about it is I won't tell anybody else's business, but you know, in the 90s, that was a huge thing, prevalent as using steroids. So, you know, I tried it to see what it would be like and everything like that. But, you know, I wasn't happy with the results. But, you know, most people don't admit to trying it. And I'm not going to, you know, try to warn anybody else for that.
Although it is unlikely that Flex lost his leg because of Synthol, data is starting to come in from over 20 years of its use worldwide, and some of it is frightening. According to the International Journal of Sports Medicine, a man that injected sesame seed oil in his muscles for 8 years had over 100 oil-filled cysts spread throughout his body, and this poor bastard's muscles had wasted away in his arms. This might be due to site enhancement oils decreasing blood flow to the muscle fibers. Artery occlusion, and even inflammation of blood vessels can occur, which could theoretically lead to an ischemic condition and amputation.
doing.